I'm going to tell you guys about the time when I first realized that I had talent and I was good at being a performer. I lived in the Trinity Garden apartments because we moved around a lot. We stayed in all areas of Fort Worth. We were in the Butler housing projects. We went to the Millers apartments. From the Millers apartments, we went to Trinity Garden. From Trinity Garden, we moved to Stop 6. We traveled and we moved around a lot, so it was kind of hard to establish real friends at that time. But, of course, at school, those were my friends. I'm going to take you to a time when I went to Morningside Middle School. We'll go back to the other times a little later. When I was 13 years old, I always wanted to make money, but I didn't have money. So I would go up here with my friend. His name was Big Matt. Everybody knew Big Matt. He was older than us. So I went to Big Matt and I was like, "Matt, I need to make me some money to do this and that, and my resources were limited." So what Big Matt did was, he took me up to the National Pride car wash. He gave me a towel and he gave me some Brillo pads. We stood out there and he showed me how to wash cars. And he was more or less the manager back then. We had like 4 or 5 people, and he was just a designated manager. But he would point at the car and then that would be your car. And you would walk up to that car and you'll be like, "Hey, I'll do your white walls for $1 for each one of them." So you can make $1 doing tire white walls, or you can wash and clean up the car for $5. And that's what I would do every weekend. So when I would get out of school on Friday, I would go up to the car wash and work until nighttime. I would get up and do the same thing on Saturday and Sunday, and that's how I kept money in my pocket when I was 13 years old. Now, being in Morningside Middle School, most of your friends came up to the car wash. And when they came to the car wash, they were with their parents. And here I am washing cars. Now, to me, it's a way of making money. But, of course, the little girls would see you all dirty from working. They didn't look at the fact you were working. They looked at the fact that you worked at the car wash. So, of course, when I went to school on Monday, they see me in the cafeteria or in class. They would laugh and be like, "Ha ha ha, you work at the car wash." They made a big joke out of it, and people laughed about it all the time. It didn't bother me at all that they said that. But at lunchtime, when it was time for me to eat, or it was time for us to have lunch, everybody wanted to get those nutty bars or those nutty buddies and stuff like that, or the Little Debbie oatmeal cakes. Nobody had money. Guess who had money? I did. So at an early age, I learned how to manage my money, and also I saw what the effects of money did to people around you if you had it. So it was one of those things that I enjoyed doing. And after a while, people respected the fact that I went to the car wash.